Hello and welcome to Greetingstar. I'm so glad you could join me today. I have some trifold cards for you today, which you can see here, and you will need 2 card bases in order to make these. These are 2 A2 size cards, and I have 3 pieces of pattern paper that I've cut down to size. And I've also cut a circle with these Hero Arts Infinity dies in that beautiful pattern paper there. They create a matte circle of 1/8 inch, but the Spellbinders that I have on hand only created 1/4 of an inch, and I wanted it to be smaller. So you can see there the effect that you get. And that's also an option that you can do, but I wanted to pair these 2 together so I could create this pretty gold ring to go around the outside of my circle. And I'm going to put this pretty pink underneath it, and then I'm also going to make another card and use a yellow piece of cardstock. Now I'm just trying to decide which image I want here in my circle, and at first I think I want this one because I like what it says, but I go ahead and end up using the little flower pot at the end. So I'm going to use the dies. Now all of these supplies that you see here, except for this Heart Punch, came in the Spellbinders March 2021 card kit of the month club, and I think it's really cool because you get those dies. And you can take that flower, and if you cut it out on the correct petals, you can create a little heart. Now if you don't have that, you can use any punch that you have or dies that you have. Now with the first card that I made, you can see there's a bit of an edge because I didn't trim down the card that fits inside. So if you don't like that hanging out, you do want to cut down about 1/8 of an inch on one of the cards. You can see there that one's just a teeny bit shorter than the other one. If you do that, it'll fit inside very nicely. So you can see here that once it's been trimmed down, you can fit it inside the other one nicely. You just have to put some adhesive and make sure that the folded side is on the outside, not the inside, facing outwards. And then you can see that card fits nicely inside there and there's no overhang. Okay, so this is what the card looks like that I'm going to be making, and I'm also going to make one that has a yellow background. And I decided to put those cute little flowers there on that flower pot because I like the way they looked. I was contemplating putting hearts there, but in the end I didn't like the way that those looked, so I chose to go with the flowers. And you can see here I'm just putting some of that double-sided tape adhesive down so that I can get my card all built together. And through the magic of editing, you got to see the finished card and then the process of making it. So here I'm just deciding how to put these 2 together. Now this is the one that I did not trim down, so I put them together differently, and I didn't like the overhang. So it's entirely up to you how you do it. If it doesn't bother you, then that's fine. But what I did was, of course, I turned that one going one way and the other one going the other way, and then I just adhered the bottom flap of the other card to the front flap of the second card. So you can see how that one works. The 2 fold in on themselves, but the other one is just the card is completely inside of it. And I found that one worked better for this particular card that I made today. So have fun with it. Enjoy playing around. Don't feel bad about yourself if something doesn't work out. Your recipient will just be glad that you made a card for them and we're thinking of them, and that's the most important thing, I think. So now I'm just putting the rest of the pattern paper down, and I thought these pattern papers were really cute and went well together. And I kind of got an idea for what to write on the inside of my card from one of those stickers, which maybe you'll see in a moment here. I'm not sure whether I show it close enough for you to read what's on it, but I love these little sayings on this one too. I think they're really sweet. So I'm going to go ahead now and get ready to decorate the inside of my card with this cute little window. And you know how windows have the flowers on them? So what I did was I saw some flowers in my kit, but it was a wheelbarrow, so I just decided to cut it down. And you should feel free to do that too. I know that when I first started, I really hated altering or changing my supplies. I felt like, oh, I shouldn't do that. I don't know why, but maybe you've felt the same way. I know that was when I was new to card making, and then after I got started and was doing it for a while, it didn't bother me anymore, and I enjoyed doing it. It gives you more flexibility and allows you an opportunity to create new things. So I think that it's perfectly fine to do that, and you shouldn't worry about it if that seems to be something that you do tend to worry about. Okay, so just delve right in and don't give it a second thought, and you'll be fine. Okay, so once I get all this adhesive off, I'm going to put that down. And I wanted to put that adhesive around the circle because I didn't want it to, you know, come up around the edges at all. So I'm just using some of this liquid adhesive. This is Tombow Mono, and I'm going around my circle. You do want to try to be careful not to get the glue on the other side because that'll make the gold look a little, you know, kind of dingy and less shiny. So be careful about that. And then this cute little flower pot I'm going to put there. I was, again, thinking of something else. Now here, that cute little book is where I got the idea for the saying for the inside of my card. It said, each day is a new start, and that's what I'm going to write on the inside. And then I was just deciding which elements to put on my flower pot here. I wanted it to look like there were some flowers, but I really thought that these gold hearts and the gold flowers just, they weren't really working for me. So I decided to go ahead and just use the regular flowers that I die cut out of the regular paper, the yellow and the pink, because that matches the flower pots that are on that pattern paper there. And I did use a foam dot to put those flowers on so that they would be the same level as that sticker, because that sticker has foam behind it. It's a foam sticker. So there's some dimension to it. And then after I get these flowers on here, I move them because I want them to be more evenly distributed, which you'll see also in a second here. And see, that looks kind of cockeyed, so I changed it. Now here I'm creating a sunshine for the inside of my card. You can see that I created one off to the left there, but I didn't like the way I had cut out the little rays. So I'm just... think of cutting a piece of pizza or a pizza pie. You cut it in one line and you then rotate and go the other way. And so I'm just continuing to rotate about a half circle each time to be able to create those lines. And then I'm just putting dots in between every other one, so that way I'll know which ones to cut out. With the other ones, I didn't mark which ones to cut out, and I got confused and I didn't cut out the right lines. So this is the best way to do it. If you go ahead and mark the ones that you want to cut out, skip every other one, and you'll be perfect. And you'll have a cute little sunshine here that you made by hand. You don't need a die or anything. Just do it yourself. That's kind of cool, I think. So I'm going to put him here, but I wanted him to have a face. So I was contemplating whether I should draw it myself or if I should look for some faces. I remembered that I had some really cute little kawaii faces. This is from yournextstamp.com. You know, guys, I don't even know if they're still in business, but I will link anything that is still available in the product in the description below this video. So I'm just going to use this acrylic block here, and you can see that it's got some leftover paint from when I made another card, but that's okay because it wasn't going to come in contact with that paper. So this is the saying, each day is a fresh start. Open your heart. So I added the open your heart, I think. Open your heart. And I'm just trying to get my spacing correct here. So I said open your heart and... And then on the other side, I'm going to write, let the sun shine in, S-O-N, as in Jesus. So you could write anything you want, any message you want in your card, but I am drawing the cross here. And then I'm going to take my Kelly Creates pen here that has sort of a flexible tip so that way you can, it's created so that you can practice your lettering, your hand lettering, and you can have those fine lines if you use a soft pressure when you're going up and then a firmer pressure when you're going down to get the thicker lines. And you can tell that I am a little bit out of practice. I need to go back and practice some because I forgot some of my strokes. And I do tend to go continuous when I'm handwriting, and I know with the hand lettering they teach you to lift your pen a lot. I can't seem to get into the habit of doing that. I just constantly want to keep my pen down. So it's something in my brain that just doesn't work. So then I'm going to use this Sakura glaze to trace this cross here. And if you have a cross that you want to stamp, you could certainly do that. You could also put the words Happy Easter in here if you'd like to do that. You can make this an Easter card. It's a real cute little, pretty little Easter card. And I love some of the sayings on this pattern paper that comes in that kit. So I just decided to go ahead and highlight some of them with my pink highlighter, because they were sweet and wonderful, and I thought they went along well with what I was trying to communicate in the card. So now once this pen ink is dry, I erased it. So I'm deciding now how to finish the outside. I used that raised sticker that says loved, and I wanted to say you are loved. So you could certainly use the stamp kit that comes with the card kit, and I stamped that you are not alone, and I just cut out the are not alone and had the you are, but I didn't really like the way it looked, so I decided to use, these are some dies from Tim Holtz, and I don't know the name of them off the top of my head, but I will go ahead and link them down in the description below, and I'm pretty sure they are still available. So I used a little heart sticker that came in the kit to put on the O and the U, and I think that looks very sweet. Now here's the same card with different colors and a different message. So this says happiness and joy. That little sticker with the bunny rabbit says joy. So this could also be an Easter card if you'd like. Happiness and joy. And then you can write whatever you want on the inside. And I decided instead of using another window, I would use that pretty butterfly. So that's a look at the cards again for today. I hope that you had fun watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in watching more of my videos, don't forget to hit the notification bell. I hope you have a wonderful day and a glorious Easter. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.